Na 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 na. Hey, goodbye. Na 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 na. Hey, goodbye. Run it back, nation. What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Al Horford Was Traded Celebratory podcast. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Take a drink. Put your glasses up. Cheers. Oh, yeah. This video is brought to you by Rusty Rail Wolf King. Probably one of the best Imperial stouts you will ever taste. Daryl Morey, I knew you had it in you. I knew it. I knew we finally got a GM that would come here, walk into the conference room, and say, all right, guys, first thing we got to do is get rid of this Al Horford contract because this is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. Somebody signed it. He looks over at Elton Brand. Elton Brand shivers and hides under his desk. Elton Brand is no longer the GM. I don't even know what he is. Daryl Morey is making the moves. I am so ecstatic about this. Ecstatic. Because I had such a fear that it was impossible to move this contract. I had such a fear that we were going to start this next season with Al Horford on this roster. And I know Doc Rivers and these guys wouldn't have tried to use him how Brett Brown tried to use him. They wouldn't have started him and Embiid at the same time. But I had a fear that we were going to have a $110 million backup center coming off of the bench and weren't going to have any money to do anything in free agency or bring in any kind of role players. Daryl Morey walked in here and said, hey, I know I got to do this first. What kind of players do we need around Ben Simmons? Shooters. So why the hell did you do this, Elton? I don't know. Nobody's ever going to know. I actually think it was Brett Brown. I'm going to blame Brett Brown. I think I'm just going to blame Brett Brown for everything for the rest of my life. You know how everybody blames the current president for everything that happens? I'm going to blame Brett Brown for everything that happens. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gets beat up on the street and people are like, it was probably a Trump supporter or it was probably a Biden supporter. I'm going to be like, probably a Brett Brown supporter. Anytime somebody does something messed up from now on, everything's Brett Brown's fault in my book. Brett Brown signed Al Horford. I'm actually shocked at the amount of people that don't understand why this is a good trade. I am actually shocked. I guess I just assumed everybody follows it as closely as we do, as closely as myself and you do, Run It Back Nation, and the rest of the, I guess, hardcore Sixers fans. I guess I just assumed everybody knows what's going on, but I see all of these tweets, posts, people that commented on my reaction video. They don't understand why this happened. They're laughing. Somebody posted on Sixers Nation, which, by the way, is the worst Facebook group of all time. Totally full of idiots. Don't even go in there. Some of you guys are in there, and we get along, but there's so many dumb people in there. It's unbelievable. Anyway, somebody posted on Sixers Nation and said, please tell me we didn't just give up Al Horford and a first-round pick for Danny freaking Green. Like, bro, what don't you guys understand here? This had nothing to do with Danny Green. It's not like the Sixers were like, hey, we really, really want Danny Green. We will give you Al Horford and a first-round pick for Danny Green. Like the Oklahoma City Thunder were like, you'll give us Al Horford? Really? Wow. Okay, here you go. No. Nobody wants Al Horford because of his putrid, ridiculous contract. You had to pay somebody to take it from you. That's why you had to throw in the first round pick. And the fact that you even got Danny Green in return is incredible. And the young kid that came with him, I forget his name right now. That's a bonus. Danny Green's on the last year of his contract. If he's good, he's good. If he stinks, you waive him. It was never about Danny Green. It's about getting rid of the Al Horford contract so you can do something in free agency. I can't believe I'm actually explaining this to people. We didn't care if we got Danny Green back. They could have gave us a broken desk lamp back. They could have gave us a 3-legged pool table. They could have given us a 85 Honda Accord with a bad fuel pump. It doesn't matter who they gave us back or what they gave us back. We paid them a first-round pick to take away the Al Horford contract. That's what happened. And at first I thought it was a 21st pick, but it wasn't. It was 2025. I don't know what the Thunder are doing. I mean, the Thunder are stockpiling first-round picks, but wow. Anna Horford had a final farewell for Philadelphia fans. Anna Horford, I don't know if you know the backstory. If you don't, I'll give it to you right now. Anna Horford is Al Horford's sister, who occasionally goes on Twitter and fights with Philadelphia fans anytime somebody rags on Al Horford for blowing a wide open layup. You know that family member, the don't say anything bad about my brother. Nah. What kind of grown woman is a tag along to her brother in the NBA? You know what I'm saying? It's so weird. Like, Ben Simmons' sister is in Australia doing her own thing. She's not over here living in Philadelphia in Ben's house on Twitter yelling at people for saying mean things. Like, come on, bro. Get a life. So she says this. And here's what we have to say about that, Anna Horford. No one likes us. No one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care. We're from Philly, fucking Philly. No one likes us. We don't care. Bye-bye, Anna Horford. See you later. Daryl Morey is not done wheeling and dealing. I'm driving home. I got ESPN on my Comcast Xfinity stream on my phone. I was even shocked that it worked. Sometimes it says I have to be on my home Wi-Fi to watch it, which makes no sense because how the hell is it a mobile thing if I have to be in my house? But it worked. And I was listening to the draft on my way home. And I'm waiting for the Sixers pick at number 36. And it comes up and they make the pick. And then all of a sudden it's like, let's go over to Woj with some breaking news. And he says the Philadelphia 76ers are trading Josh Richardson and the 36th pick for Seth Curry. Daryl Morey, the God. Daryl Morey, we praise you. In Daryl Morey, we trust. Daryl Morey, forgive me for my sins. Somebody Photoshop Daryl Morey's head on a picture of Jesus or God or something like that so I can put it on a t-shirt. Seriously, do that and send it to me. Daryl Morey is a God. It's actually not that hard to do. Every fan that came after last season or even before last season, every fan knew what we needed. We needed shooting. We wanted players like Seth Curry. We wanted players like Danny Green. We wanted players like Kemba Walker. We wanted players like Bogdanovich and Buddy Hield. The Sixers went out and got Al Horford for $109 million. Daryl Morey walked in here and said, I got this. I got this. Now he got Seth Curry. So in one night, we go from Al Horford to Danny Green and Seth Curry. And cap space. Unbelievable if you ask me. Absolutely unbelievable. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, yeah, we drafted Tyrese Maxey at number 21. If you didn't get to watch Philly Take with RB, if you weren't in his live stream for the draft, you missed out, man. Seriously entertaining. I was at work watching it with like 3 other people. We had him on the screen. I got you, my guy. I don't watch a lot of college basketball. I definitely didn't watch a lot this year. I didn't know a whole lot about anybody in the draft, in this draft especially. There wasn't any LaMelo Ball and a couple of the guys at the top that their names stood out. But other than that, I didn't really know much about anyone. RB is deep in the draft. I mean, this dude knows. He watched all the college ball. He knows about every player that was coming off the board. And he wanted Terrell Terry at 21. He was mad the Sixers took Tyrese Maxey. He wasn't mad, but he was a little bit disappointed. But honestly, I watched a little bit of his highlights. Combo guard. Not a great three-point shooter, which is a weird draft pick at that point because we're under this thing now where we know you need shooters around Ben Simmons. I personally thought they were going to trade that pick. I even tweeted it out. I said, Daryl Morey's trading this pick. I said, there's no way Daryl Morey's not trading this pick because the Nets are trying to build a super team next to you. The Milwaukee Bucks are trying to build a super team next to you. Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, Giannis, Bogdanovich. They're stacking their team up there. You know what I'm saying? The Nets are trying to stack their team over here. If the Sixers don't stack their team over here, we're in deep water. What's the point of even being in contention if you know you can't compete with the Nets or the Bucks? So you got to stack your team too. I thought for sure he was trading that 21 pick and maybe Josh Richardson or Matisse Thybulle or somebody for Zach LaVine or for Buddy Hield. But it didn't happen yet. So they take Tyrese Maxey. I think Morey probably didn't get the offers that he wanted, or the Bulls wanted too much for LaVine, or whatever it was. And he said, fine, we'll just draft who you want. We'll just draft a player that is wanted at 21. And maybe they trade him. Maybe they trade him tonight. Maybe they trade him this week. Maybe they trade him before the season starts, or maybe they start the season with him and trade him down the line, or maybe they don't trade him at all. But combo guard, very athletic. You don't lose any defense with him on the floor. He only shot 29% from three. But, I wasn't huge on the draft in the first place because the Sixers aren't in draft mode. I was huge on the draft back when we were up in the top 10. Back when we were in the lottery trying to get the number one pick, drafting, Markelle Fultz and these guys. I was high in the draft then. I wasn't big on this draft because I don't want to draft anybody. I want to win now. We're in win now mode. I wanted Daryl Morey to trade all of these picks to stack the team because we got maybe a 5-year window with Joel Embiid to try to win a championship. You got probably 8, 9, 10-year window with Ben Simmons to try to win a championship. So you got to try to put all the best players on the floor you possibly can right now. I still have faith Daryl Morey's going to do something with that pick. I really do. Let me know what you guys think, man. Al Horford's gone. Weight is lifted. I feel like it was my own money. I feel like Al Horford was costing me actual money. That's how much I hated him being on this Sixers team. And I don't hate Al Horford. Al Horford has value as a player. It's just that his contract was insane. And Daryl Morey came in and worked his magic and got rid of it. I wonder what Brett Brown's saying right now. Brett Brown's probably like, fucking idiots. They don't know that you need two big men. You need to play the post. You need to play the post in the NBA. I don't know what kind of accent that is. That's all I got for you tonight, man. My name is DJ Eastwood. This is Run It Back. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Hit the like button if you like me. Hit the dislike button if you hate my guts. I really don't care. You guys have a good night.